last day of my vacation. Stay tuned.
The most high, The most.
Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Yes, this is a very large pool. I spent most of my summer this year in this pool, having fun, relaxing with my family, enjoying myself. But what if this pool was supposed to be transformed into, let's say, of course, a pond? How would I do this? And the next question is, isn't this pool too large to be a pond? Follow me as I take you through the steps as to what I would do if I was supposed to transform this large pool into, let's say, a pond. Follow me. First thing first. Aquafunk is in Florida and he has the intention to make a pond in his yard. I guess this would be probably too much of a big pond to place in his yard, right? So the next best thing would be probably about a quarter of this would be okay, right? I had a conversation with him just recently where I asked him the soil type in which he has in Florida, where he's at, so as to get an understanding as to how I would advise him to go about constructing the pool. He shared with me the fact that the soil is mostly sand. So here's it. In a situation where you have mostly sand as your soil in your yard, I would do an above ground pond. Reason being, it would be more sensible to do that, as you won't run the risk of your in-ground pond collapsing as a result of the sand actually giving way, in which I've heard of certain circumstances in which that do occur as a result of heavy rainfall or storms or some freak accident like something happening, right? Something turn over, the soil underneath the pool underneath the pond just wash away, so therefore there's that. So as to straighten the sand, if you're doing in the ground pond, it would require a lot of money. So therefore this will be the cheapest option. So this pool, although it's not going to be a pond, I'm just speculating what would you do so as to transform this pool into a pond. Now, first thing, as you will see around here, you will see this system here is what you call a filter system, right? This filters the pool, and in addition to filtering the pool, a large portion of chlorine is placed into the pool so as to ensure that the pool is healthy for persons to go in. So you are planning to keep fish in this large area. Can this filtration system work? My guess is you would have to use a filtration system that is probably about half the size of the pool. More than likely you would have fish that are very large in a pond this large. I mean like 3 foot, 4 foot fish, right? And with all those fish releasing waste in, let's say, a pond like this, you would need a system that is able to collect this waste, neutralize this waste, and return water to the pond as quick as possible. So therefore systems would have to be changed. So you'll have to probably have space to put at least space about half of this pool size to accommodate probably a filter house or a filter system. And if I was to do this into a pond, I would prefer to use a sump system, very rich. And the subsystem, probably I would use aquaponics, sorry. I use aquaponics so as to better able to utilize the water, because water change alone would cost a lot of money. This is roughly about let's say 5,000 gallon of water. It's a lot of water, and you changing this water on a regular basis is going to hurt your pocket. You filtering this water on a regular basis, well, it's constantly being filtered. It would probably cost a pretty penny. So therefore, you would want to economize on your spending. All right, so that's it. You'll have to have a sub, and the sub would have to hold about at least half of the water that is stored in the pond itself. All right, next thing, you'll have to have a few overflow holes at the side of the pond so as to ensure that whenever rain do fall, the water will not be allowed to overrun the top of the so-called pond in which you are transforming it into, right, into the yard. Because what we will find is that the fish will eventually be swimming on the ground, and as a result you will lose a lot of fish stock.